slightly better, guys. I decided to roll out of bed because so much stuff is going on. This sickness is not gonna hold me back. Don't worry too much for me. I am starting to feel a lot better. Those first 2 days of the flu, I thought I was on death's bed. Now I have a lot more of my energy and movements back. It's just this dang cough, and sometimes I can't catch my breath. So if I'm talking a little slow or I sound odd, you know why. But enough yapping out of the way, guys. Let's get into all the insanity that's been released these past couple of days. Some of things we'll be discussing here today, guys, is we got teaser trailers galore for Fantastic Four, M3GAN 2.0, Jurassic World Rebirth. Mr. Hollywood decided to show up and just tease us all around, and I'm pretty happy about it. But thankfully, someone did decide to drop a full-length trailer, and that is for Final Destination Bloodlines. I'll be giving you my thoughts on that, along with a couple other movie news stories. So you guys know the drill. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and please tell me your opinions on the movies. You don't have to take pity on me. I's a big boy, okay? I just did a M3GAN dance. I'm doing okay. Doing okay. All right, let's kick things off with this 20-second trailer that they decided to drop for the Fantastic Four First Steps. Over the weekend, it kind of got leaked that Marvel would be releasing the full-length Fantastic Four trailer during Good Morning America on the 4th of February. And well, now we got that confirmation with this little 20-second teaser, giving us a countdown to the launch of the Fantastic Four, which is also just a nice tie-in. And look, although it's only a 20-second trailer and we're going to get a much better idea in tomorrow's full-length trailer, just this quick view of the universe where this Fantastic Four reside in, I like it. It's giving me, you know, Captain America vibes, because the Fantastic Four is supposed to be from a different universe outside of the MCU, where they're supposed to have a similar history to ours, except the Fantastic Four are the only known superheroes, and their world will be more retro-futuristic, so it'll look older, but their tech will still be as high-tech as ours. And I don't know, I kind of like that cozy, soft feel, and seeing the kids get all excited for the launch, and you could see little snippets of what will probably be part of the trailer tomorrow. Shots of like the crew getting ready in their astronauts outfits to go up into space, probably the thing that'll give them their powers. We know this isn't an origin story, but it'd still be nice to get like a 10-15 second explanation, and this would be a good way to do it. Down here, you could even see what I think is the Fantastic Car. They debuted that at Comic-Con. We saw that flying around, and I'm pretty sure it's here too. I didn't know how much I was going to end up loving the retro-futuristic feel, but just even seeing those old TVs showing off Fantastic Four logos, it got me a little giddy. So very happy with this teaser, and I can't wait to see what they have for us tomorrow. Let me know what you guys thought about the first teaser for Fantastic Four. And well, speaking of teaser trailers, yesterday, since it was the Grammys, they thought it was the perfect opportunity to drop a little teaser trailer for M3GAN 2.0. And in true M3GAN fashion, this teaser plays into what made her go viral the first time around, and that is M3GAN dancing, showing off her moves, and saying that she'll be slaying this June. It was honestly a fun little teaser. I still get kind of creepy, uncanny vibes looking at the M3GAN doll. Just something kind of unsettling of an almost human-looking girl just staring at you. But what was the most fascinating part of this teaser was actually in the description of the YouTube video, because down below, it basically breaks down beat for beat the plot for the movie, confirming a lot of the things we've been hearing. Now, it's a little lengthy, but it paints a really good picture for what this movie's gonna be, and people either love it or hate it. 2 years after M3GAN, a marvel of artificial intelligence went rogue and embarked on a murderous rampage and was subsequently destroyed. M3GAN's creator, Gemma, has become a high-profile author and advocate for the government oversight of AI. Meanwhile, Gemma's niece, Katie, now 14, has become a teenager, rebelling against Gemma's overprotecting rules. Unbeknownst to them, the underlying tech for M3GAN has been stolen and misused by a powerful defense contractor to create a military-grade weapon known as Amelia, the ultimate killer infiltration spy. But as Amelia's self-aware increases, she becomes decidedly less interested in taking orders from humans or in keeping them around. With the future of human existence on the line, Gemma realizes the only option is to resurrect M3GAN and give her a few upgrades, making her faster, stronger, and more lethal as their paths collide. The original AI is about to meet her match. And that officially confirms all the rumors we've been talking about. M3GAN 2.0 is essentially Terminator 2. M3GAN becomes the good guy and now has to stop another robot doll out there set to destroy humanity. Look, is it ridiculous, absurd, and dumb? Yeah, But that's kind of why I like this movie. I am a little sad that it looks like we're kind of gearing away from the horror genre and leaning more towards like action comedy. And I know that's something I always criticize the Chucky franchise for, is leaning way more into the comedy and leaving the horror behind. But for M3GAN, that's not bothering me as much because that's how she was introduced. She started off as a comedic, sassy, huge personality type of character. If M3GAN started out as terrifying as Chucky did and is now doing all these dance moves, saying things like slay and whatnot, then yeah, I'd be a little pissed, but nah, I'm just gonna have fun with it and know not to take it seriously. But hey, some people are like, this is dumb, get this out of my face. We'll see how things go when the official trailer drops. I don't think anytime soon. I think we're gonna be staying with this teaser trailer for about a month or two. Let me know what you guys thought about the teaser for M3GAN 2.0 and the full description of what's gonna be going down in this movie. And well, one more teaser trailer before we get on to the bigger trailer we have to talk about here is we got revealed here our first little set of footage for Jurassic World Rebirth, only about 10 seconds, but I'll tell you what, these 10 seconds are already doing a lot for people. Now, one, they do let us know the trailer will be coming Wednesday, so again, Super Bowl time doesn't really even mean anything anymore. It seems like every year these trailers that we were waiting for to watch at the Super Bowl just get released right before, and that includes the Fantastic Four on Tuesday, Jurassic World Rebirth on Wednesday, but I guess it's kind of a smart move so that way each trailer has its own day. But the thing I'm already noticing fans talk about is something they were worried about when they dropped a couple of first look photos, this one in particular. There's been a major complaint with modern day Hollywood movies that there's this like gray filter over everything. I'm obviously not a professional in lighting or cinematography, but it seems sometimes like they just leave things in D-Log and don't really add the color grading they used to. But thankfully, looking at this first footage, they're not gonna go that gray, and it's going with a nice, saturated, warm, vibrant tone, and that's kind of what I want from a Jurassic Park island. In these 10 seconds, we also get our first tease of finally some sort of dinosaur, because all the first looks have only been of humans, so that'll be the most exciting part of that trailer when it comes out on Wednesday, is seeing some actual dinosaurs. But yeah, my excitement for this one is starting to get more and more there. Hopefully this trailer keeps it there and it doesn't knock it down. Bringing us now to the trailer for Final Destination Bloodlines. I have been anticipating this thing all weekend. They dropped a little teaser trailer of just a fan going on slowly. Now looking at this trailer, we understand the context. And well, although I call this a trailer, it's honestly a clip of the actual movie. One of the victims' death almost in its entirety. I say almost because the trailer is 2 minutes and I bet you this sequence is like probably 6-7 minutes in the movie. There's probably a lot more slower build up tension to it, and this is the fast-paced quick cut version. I kind of don't mind this being the first trailer. This is also a scene they've been hyping up for months. We've been told by the creatives involved with this movie that there would be a tattoo parlor scene that would make you traumatized to go get a tattoo, and we know that's what the Final Destination franchise is known for, is making everyday situations just feel horrifying. And man, I was not ready for what was about to go down in this clip. I did post my reaction if you want to see my first viewing of this trailer. That's over on the Clips channel. But what essentially happens is a tattoo artist with a nose piercing gets a chain that is hanging above a fan wrapped on his nose piercing, and then the fan starts circulating, pulling his nose off as the place around him starts to burn. Dude, that would be a nightmare for me. But I'm also perfectly safe, because ain't no way your boy ever getting a nose piercing. Now, a wee-wee piercing? I mean, I don't know how much that costs. Hey, Scary Movie 6 just gave you a great idea for how you could parody the scene. You're welcome. But I really thought it was a scene that's totally in the vibe of the Final Destination franchise. If all the other kills in the movie are going to be as fun and twisted as this, we are in for a good time. Getting on to the part where the movie is called Bloodlines, if you do listen at the beginning of the trailer, the tattoo artist does mention that his dad just passed away.
My old man just died. I come in as a favor and now they want me to lock up.
He even goes ahead and gets dad written on his arm. And that's because we've been hearing that the movie's going to revolve around a group of people that cheated death a long time ago. Those people then had children, they had children, so on and so forth. And generations later, death has now come back to to get rid of a bloodline that should not exist. I love that kind of change up for the formula. Hopefully the story matches up. Sometimes Final Destination just became about the ridiculous kills and started treating the human body like it was Play-Doh in really unrealistic situations. I mean, even I'll admit this scenario of the chain hooking onto his nose piercing feels so ultra specific. Sometimes a simplistic accident is more effective than an ultra super specific one, you know? But this trailer got me hyped. I can't wait for this movie. It's so cool to have Final Destination back in our lives. Let me know what you guys thought about the first trailer for Final Destination Bloodlines. With that down, there was 2 other stories that happened last week that I didn't really get to talk about on the channel because I was feeling down. But I do want to bring up now because I think it's worth talking about with you guys. For one, we did get an update from the director of Terrifier. Damien Leone, for his birthday, decided to reveal a little tease for what's going to be going down in Terrifier 4, saying the script for Terrifier 4 is underway, and it's shaping up to be the most epic, horrifying, thrilling, emotional, and satisfying conclusion for the Terrifier saga. I've personally never been so excited to see one of my own scripts translate to the screen like this one, ending it by saying, I will finally reveal Art's origin in this entry. And there we go, some exciting and kind of sad stuff. Him saying satisfying conclusion makes me go, is this the last Terrifier movie? Man, I wanted to see like 10 of these movies. I know these films aren't for everybody, but Art is just such an entertaining character, and the practical effects gore on screen sometimes just makes it an art to me. And the third film was starting to finally make the lore of Art and the world it's set in so much more interesting and unraveled. It's cool to know by the fourth film we're gonna get the full picture, but not at the cost of it also being the end, man. But there are people who are vocal about not wanting to know Art's origin, that they think the mystery is better. I think if you've paid enough attention to the movies thus far, the origin is pretty clear. But there are gaps in his history and little things I would like to know, so I don't know, I wouldn't mind it. And plus, I think maybe we're at that point with Art that even if this is the end, boy's already ready for his first reboot. That's what will truly make him a horror icon like Michael, Freddy, or Jason once you get your first reboot, baby. So we'll see how things go, but toss it off to you guys. How do you feel about that update with Terrifier 4? Another thing I saw I wanted to touch upon here was an update with Godzilla and Kong 3. Just the other day, we got confirmed that Caitlin Dever was one of the first people added on to the movie. And with her being a new face, it really started to bring up the questions that, oh, is people from the last movie or the movie before that not going to be involved then? To me, I think it's always better to bring back human characters from the other movies. That way we don't have to set them up and waste precious monster time on these humans. And I did kind of like the cast members in the second Godzilla and Kong movie. And well, thankfully, we got an update here saying that it looks like Dan Stevens is in talks to return for Godzilla and Kong 3. He was definitely one of the most enjoyable parts of that movie, and there's been a lot of rumors about where his character could go moving forward. I myself like the idea of him becoming the pilot of Jet Jaguar, because I think that's definitely something they need to implement for the next movie. These monsters cause so much destruction. I know Mechagodzilla did not work out, but that was an evil corporation that made that robot. I think Monarch or somebody else is going to try making another mechanized bot to kind of keep things in control or maybe save people along the way when these monsters start fighting. No word yet on people like Rebecca Hall or Brian Tyree Henry coming back. If anything, I think they really need to bring back Kaylee Hoddle. Just her connection with Kong is so much there, and if I think they're going with the route they're going with in this next movie, she needs to be there. Because again, this is just my theory, but I'm thinking this will be the movie where Kong dies, passing the torch on to little Kong. You kind of need her there for that moment. Anyways, guys, that is all movie news we currently have going on right now. I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch me talk some movie news. Looking forward to talking all these trailers the rest of the week with you. But as always, my name is Chris. Take care.